More than 3 decades after the death of Samuel Okwaraji, the family says the country has failed to immortalize a patriotic citizen who died on national assignment. A visit by TVC News crew to Imo State shows that the Samuel Okwaraji Stadium is in a poor state, and the stadium does not have any image or picture of the former Nigerian player. Mian Akiri has more in this next report.
31 years ago in Lagos, Samuel Sochukuma Okwaraji slumped and passed on while playing for Nigeria against Angola in a World Cup qualifying match at the National Stadium in Surulere. One of his teammates on the pitch, Etim Essing, says it's a disservice that Samuel is yet to be immortalized.
I was one of the first that had dreadlocks there, so I used to call him Rude, you know, the Rude of Holland, and he would call me back Maradona. And we have this vision of going to World Cup because, I mean, he studied in Roma, Italy, and then Italia 90 was going to be held in Italy. So we have this vision, this inspiration to qualify, but as God wanted it, my brother, it's something that Nigeria should even look into, even play a cup. There should be even a charity cup for Okwaraji. There should be something to immortalize Okwaraji.
I will say he put up a great performance and he died in service to the nation. That is where I am just against that the labor of our heroes past. That don't go in vain. But it goes in vain. It's always the case.
In Olu, his place of birth, the government of Achike named the township stadium after Samuel Okwaraji as a way of immortalizing him. A visit by TVC News crew shows that the stadium is in a dilapidated state. As a result of the neglect, some plastic seats on the terraces have been converted to a goalpost by some children playing five-a-side football. Sadly, the stadium does not have any image of Samuel Okwaraji.
He knows what he can do in order to help even players. But now, local government is losing everything. Even himself, his family, have lost everything from their brothers. So Nigeria as a whole is supposed to consider and know what they will do in order to compensate Sam Okwaraji's family.
I think it was the government of Achiko that designated that stadium. I don't think he did much. What he did could have been continued. But succeeding governments preferred to locate another stadium and downplayed the fine effort of Achiko Damwa there.
I was living in Kano when this thing happened. I brought my radio to listen to 7 o'clock news. What I heard is that Nigeria player, Samuel Okwaraji, who slumped at the 9 minutes of that match, was reported dead.
More than 3 decades after the death of Samuel Okwaraji, the family has expressed displeasure that the Nigerian government has failed to immortalize him.
We have reached out to them, long time ago, and very little show of concern. They know what to do. Like I said, I am not in any position to advise government because all of them practically have been all over the whole world. If they don't know, let them even copy from our neighbors. Look at what happened in the case of Fo, Cameroon.
Samuel was born in Olu, Imo State in 1964 and died in Lagos in 1989. Some of the teams he played for include Dynamo Zagreb, Stuttgart in Germany, and Bekrem in Belgium. In August 2020, the Nigerian Football Federation, led by Amaju Pinnick, say the plan to retire the jersey number 6 he wore while playing for Nigeria against Angola. Sports journalists Kunle Salaja and Michel Ubi say the Nigerian Football Federation will face a challenge in FIFA-organized competitions.
Realistically and technically, it is impossible. Impossible in the sense that if it were a club, now a club can decide that for his domestic competitions and all those things, a particular number will not be done by anybody. But if it's the national team, that means you have already confined yourself to either not qualifying for major tournaments or risking not just having one player less than you are supposed to have.
The concept of even retiring a jersey is not as simple as that, and that's why it's taken almost 31 years for an idea which was floated even when he died. His death may have been something saddening or very, very depressing for those who were there at the stadium that day, most of whom didn't know what happened. But beyond that, looking at the metaphor of his sacrifice, the nation has to find an enduring legacy for such appreciation.
Samuel Okwaraji died at the age of 25. He had his master's degree in international law from the University of Rome. By the entrance of the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, this statue is the only image that gives a picture of what Samuel Okwaraji looked like. And 31 years on, sportsmen and women in the country say it's a disservice that Samuel Sochukuma Okwaraji is yet to be immortalized. Mianakiri, TVC News, Lagos.